All standing well, they turn to face the starter. And they're away in race 1 at Far Hills, the Peapack. And Maya Charlie quickly for the lead as they go to the first of 11 fences. The Gray Express Casablanca Lily is next, and on the inside is Opera Heroine racing in 4th. Mysteria 5th, the gap of 2.5. Bittersweet Heart is 6th. Kiss Her and Run next is 7th. Followed by Take Her to the Top. Ray Delight is next. Then comes Class Launch on the outside. Racing in 10th. Cubist along the inside. And Take Her to the Top as they head down the back straight for the first time. And midway down the back straight, Maya Charlie. She finds herself about 18 on top now as they head down the back straight. Mysteria to the outside is next. Casablanca Lily on the inside is Opera Heroine in 4th. A gap of 4 lengths now. The Gray Express is 5th. Kiss Her and Run 6th to the outside. Along the inside, Bittersweet Heart in 7th. 3 to Ray Delight. Then comes Cubist. 5 more back. Take Her to the Top. Followed by Class Launch, the back marker, as they make their way round the far turn. And Maya Charlie as they come to the inner loop now the second time. Well out in front here for Jeff Murphy as they come to the 6th. The margin about 12 here at this point. Casablanca Lily on the inside and Mysteria there together. 4 lengths back now is Opera Heroine. Next in 5th on the inside. Then Bittersweet Heart, the Gray Express. Then we go to Kiss Her and Run, Ray Delight on the inside. Followed by Cubist, Take Her to the Top. Back marker still Class Launch as they make their way into the turn now. Maya Charlie still on the lead, but the margin now about 7. Mysteria is next at the fence there in the green cap. Casablanca Lily, the Gray Express, right there in 4th as they head down the back straight now for the last time. Opera Heroine is next, then comes Ray Delight, Bittersweet Heart on the inside, then Kiss Her and Run, 2.5. Cubist on the inside, and there was a faller, I believe it was Mysteria, as they head down the back straight for the last time, and the leader now is the Gray Express. Maya Charlie has stopped dead. It is the Gray Express now on the lead. Then comes Opera Heroine there in 2nd to the outside. Kiss Her and Run is next. Ray Delight, 2.5. Now Cubist has gained as they round the far turn now and come to the top of the straight in the Peapack. The Gray Express being challenged by Opera Heroine on the outside. 2.5 back to Kiss Her and Run. Then comes Cubist rallying on the outside. And up they come now to the 11th and final. Opera Heroine has the lead. The Gray Express is next. Then comes Kiss Her and Run. 5 back to Cubist. 11th and final in the Peapack. Opera Heroine, the Gray Express on the inside. Kiss Her and Run on the outside. On the inside, the Gray Express, Ross Garrity, but Opera Heroine comes back. And here comes Kiss Her and Run. Kiss Her and Run in time for Robbie Walsh. Run, a bay mare by Pleasant Tap from Firm Kiss. Trained by Richard Valentine, Robbie Walsh, the winning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the winning connections of number 4 horse, Kiss Her and Run. Gentlemen, the jockey Robbie Walsh, trainer Richard Valentine. Tremendous result. First, Robbie, time to perfection, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually travelling pretty well turning for home, and she slipped, turning the bend, her hind end went out from under. So I had to get after a little harder than I wanted, going up the hill to the last. But in fairness to her, she pinged the last and dug in really well, so it was a good performance.
And you
And they're away. Second at Far Hills to Harry Harris. All the way alertly from Flag Fall, Gnostic. On the outside, down towards the fence is Made Blue. And inside that one is Wildcatter as they come to the first of 11. Made Blue, now Silverado Search has quickly gotten into the action. Wildcatter on the inside. Behind him is Wait Outside, followed by Broxbourne. Then comes Gnostic. Tropic Sea is 7th. Back marker is Canaveral. Racing is 8th as they take the second of 11 fences. Into the turn they go, and Silverado Search out from the rail. Wildcatter at the rail. They are heads apart. 2.5 to Made Blue. Next in third. Broxbourne fourth by a length. On the inside, Wait Outside is next, followed by Gnostic. Tropic Sea. Canaveral is 8th as they head down the back straight for the first time. And on they go to the fourth of 11, Silverado Search. In front by half a length. Wildcatter is next. 8 lengths back, Broxbourne on the outside. Then comes Wait Outside at the fence. Made Blue is next, then Canaveral, Tropic Sea, and Gnostic on the outside. They come to the top of the inner straight for the second time. Wildcatter with the gold cap towards the fence. Right there is Silverado Beach. It's 5 more now. Wait Outside is next, then comes Broxbourne in fourth. 2.5 lengths back. Gnostic in there amongst the group. Canaveral is next. Then Made Blue, Tropic Sea. Now 8th. As they head to the turn now, 4 fences from home, the leader is Silverado Beach. In front by 2.5. Wildcatter is next, 3 lengths back. Broxbourne to the outside. Canaveral at the fence. Wait Outside now in 5th. Then comes Tropic Sea. 5 lengths back is Gnostic and Made Blue. The back marker now as they head down the back straight for the last time. Willie McCarthy snug aboard Silverado Beach as they make their way down the back straight. Silverado Beach 2.5 to the good of Wildcatter. Broxbourne is next. Canaveral gains along the inside. Tropic Sea has 7 to make up. Then comes Wait Outside, Made Blue, and Gnostic as they head to the far turn now. They're over the 10th and heading to the far turn. Wildcatter on the outside. Canaveral now quickly on. Silverado Beach has dropped back to 3rd as they make their way around the far turn. And Canaveral has the lead, 3 parts of a length. Wildcatter is next. 3 lengths back to Broxbourne. Tropic Sea, Silverado Beach, and up the hill they come here. In the second at Far Hills, it is Canaveral with Bernie Dalton aboard as they come to the 11th and final. Canaveral has the lead. Broxbourne is next. Wildcatter with the gold cap, and Tropic Sea, 11th and final. Canaveral over the last one with the lead. Canaveral has the lead by 3 to the outside. Broxbourne is coming on, but Canaveral will hang on to win it for Bernie Dalton.
Ladies and gentlemen, down here with winning rider Bernie Dalton. Bernie, that was fantastic. How would your race go?
Went very much according to plan. He's a pretty nice horse. He's had a couple of runs before. He's been kind of getting better and better every time. I thought he'd win the last day, and he made a bad mistake at the last at Chuan. So I was fairly confident that he'd run a very good race today. He ran better than I could have hoped for.
And they're off. We've all agreed now they in fact are off, and Apps, a reluctant leader, as they creep away from flag fall. Bluegrass Summer is next, Cognishine there in third. Kingdom is fourth, followed by Extraordinary racing in fifth. Then Grand Tier staying on is next. Top Man Michael is eighth as they head into the far turn now for the first time. Under a tight hold, to put it lightly, is Apps on the lead as they come to the inner loop for the first time. Bluegrass Summer is next. Then comes Kingdom in third. Cognishine in the lime cap is fourth. Extraordinary is next, staying on the inside. Then Grand Tier and Top Man Michael as they come now to fence 3 of 13. And the leader is Apps as they come by us now. 2.5 to the good of Bluegrass Summer to the inside. Kingdom is next in Cognishine there with the lime cap, moves up on the outside, staying on about 6 off the pace. Then we go to Grand Tier, Extraordinary. The back marker is Top Man Michael as they head into the turn. It is Apps with the lead. Cognishine wrestling with the rider there, goes a bit wide on the turn on the inside. Bluegrass Summer is next, and then Kingdom 5 off the pace. Staying on is 6th at the fence. Then we go to Grand Tier, followed by Extraordinary, and Top Man Michael about 9 off the lead as they head down the back straight the second time. Apps is the leader, a length and a half. Kingdom is next, and Cognishine now concentrating on the running, they're in third. On the inside is Bluegrass Summer fourth, and staying on is 6th off the pace. Extraordinary is next. Then Grand Tier and Top Man Michael as they round the turn now to move through the infield for the second time. Up the hill they come now. About halfway home, and Apps is the leader by 2.5. Kingdom is next. On the inside, Bluegrass Summer staying on. Looks for some running room there. Cognishine is next. Then we go to Grand Tier, followed by Extraordinary. And Top Man Michael is next. And Apps, the rider, seems to have lost his stirrups there and has left the course. Apps has left the course, and the leader is now Bluegrass Summer. Kingdom is next. Cognishine to the outside. Then comes Staying On along the fence, a gap of 2.5. Grand Tier, then Extraordinary, and Top Man Michael as they head down the back straight. And the leader is now Bluegrass Summer by 2.5. Cognishine is next. Kingdom is there in third. Top Man Michael now quietly moves to the outside and gains ground. Then comes Staying On, followed by Extraordinary. And Grand Tier is 7th at the back. And here they go into the far turn, and the gray Bluegrass Summer is your leader by 2.5. On the inside, Staying On is next as they round the far turn. Back into view from behind the tree. Bluegrass Summer has the lead. Kingdom is next. Cognishine with a lime cap. Top Man Michael is 5 wide. And behind him, Staying On. Then Grand Tier and Extraordinary. Up Heartbreak Hill they come now to the 13th and final. On the inside, Bluegrass Summer, Top Man Michael with the gold cap flying on the outside. Cognasheen is next, staying on the inside with Jeff Murphy. Over the final fence, on the inside, staying on the outside, Bluegrass Summer. These two will fight it out to the wire. Very close.
Thank you very much. Turned out there was no pace in the race. It was a lot handier than I envisioned. I was having a nice lead up with Robbie, and then his horse made a mistake and he lost his irons. He had to pull out. I'm in front all the way down the back. I'm kind of waiting on somebody to come to me. They came to me going to the last. My horse gave me a super jump, and he only won by a head, but he was always going to get back up on the run in. He had plenty left in reserve. He's a pretty clever horse, I think.
Line for the start, the flag is up. And they're off. Power of One for the lead. Absalom is quickly alongside. Sacred Soul into third. Labante on the inside as they jump the first. Royal Bonsai is fifth. 2.5 Sporty on the outside. Dr. Skip is next. And Albers is the back marker as they head into the far turn for the first time. Absalom is the leader by 2 lengths. Power of One is next on the outside. Sacred Soul in third, 5 off the pace. Labante in fourth along the inside. Then comes Royal Bonsai. Sporty on the inside, Dr. Skip. The back marker is Alberge as they make their way to fence number 3. Absalom has the lead by a length and a half. Power of One is next, 2.5 to Sacred Soul. Sporty on the inside, Labante. Next in fifth, about 6 off the leader. Then Albers, Dr. Skip towards the fence. And Royal Bonsai as they round the turn and head to the back straight. Patty Young and Absalom lead the field as they head down the back straight now for the first full run. Power of One on the outside is next. Then we go to Sacred Soul in third by about 4 off the pace. 4 lengths now has Sporty. In the fourth spot, Royal Bonsai is fifth. Then Alberge Labante has dropped back to 7th. Dr. Skip is now 8th as they head into the far turn the second time. And apparently Dr. Skip unseated his rider at the fence, and into the far turn they go. Absalom in front by 2.5. Power of One is next. Sacred Soul third, 5 off the lead. Then comes Sporty. Royal Bonsai is next. Then Alberge and Labante is 7th. 6 fences from home here in the second division of the Foxbrook. Through the infield for the second time, and Absalom trying to avoid the loose horse there with the leader. Power of One now into second, and then comes Sacred Soul there in third. Sporty on the inside is next. Then comes Alberge, Royal Bonsai, and Labante. Now the distant back marker as they head down the back straight. The final time, 4 fences from home. Absalom in front, 3/4 of a length. Sacred Soul to the outside. Right there between them in the blue colors is Power of One. And down the back straight, Power of One now gets the lead. The outside, Sacred Soul there with the yellow cap. Absalom gives way in third. Alberge is fourth with about 7 to make up. Then comes Sporty, 6 more. Back to Royal Bonsai as they head into the far turn for the final time. On the outside, Sacred Soul now gets clear by 2.5 for Ross Garrity as they briefly go behind the trees. It is Sacred Soul opening up 5 on Power of One. 6 more to Alberge. Then comes Sporty next. And Absalom as they come up the hill now to the 13th and final. The leader is Sacred Soul by 5. Power of One is next. Then comes Alberge, Sporty to the outside, and Absalom. 13th and final jump, and Sacred Soul well in front by 6. Power of One is next. Ross Garrity likes what he sees here. Sacred Soul home in front.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm down here with winning jockey Ross Garrity. Ross, what a fantastic race that was.
Yeah, he's a really nice horse. Cyril got him great form coming here. He does everything very easy. Jumps, very relaxed. You know, and I travel on the backside, and the 2 horses I was worried about, Absalom and Power of One, in front of me. I followed them the whole way, and I was going so well jumping the second last. I just let him stride on, and I think he just put it to bed. A little mistake at the last, but he was foot perfect the whole way apart from the last, and you know, I mean, he done it really easy in the end.
Well, I've been watching you a long time, and I know when you take a little peek over your shoulder out of the backside, you know you've got a lot of gas in the tank. That was it on the wall for me.
Yeah, I had plenty there, you know what I mean? I hadn't even picked him up. He relaxed when I went on. So if anyone came, it was just a matter of picking him up again. He would have went. But he's a real nice horse, and I'm looking forward to riding him in the future, and hopefully there's some big days in him, and maybe the big race next year or in the future could be on the cards for him.
The winner's circle now, our presentation is taking place in. Congratulations to Irv Naylor, the owner of Sacred Soul, Cyril Murphy, the trainer,
Flag is up and they're away in the Grand National, and Divine Fortune on the outside quickly for the early lead. On the inside, Left Unsaid, and between those two is Barnstorming as they head down the back straight for the first time. Divine Fortune has the lead by 2. Gustavian now into second. Then comes Barnstorming, who's settled into third. Left Unsaid fourth by half a length. Hunt Ball next in fifth, and Spy in the Sky is sixth on the outside. Italian Wedding next, seventh. Piero Lunaire is eighth. Demonstrative ninth on the outside. Martini Brother is next. And all together is the back marker as they come to the inner loop for the first time. Divine Fortune, in his accustomed spot at the front of the pack in the early going, has the lead as they come towards us. Gustavian is next. Barnstorming is third. Then comes Demonstrative, up close to the pace early. Left Unsaid is next as they come through the infield for the first time. Barnstorming is next, then Spy in the Sky. We go to Hunt Ball. Then Piero Lunaire to the inside. Then comes Martini Brother. Italian Wedding is next. followed by Altogether. And we had a faller at that fence. The faller, number 10, Martini Brother. As we pick them up now into the turn. And the leader is Divine Fortune as they head down the back straight now by 2 lengths. Gustavian is next, a gap of 2.5. Spy in the Sky in third on the outside. Demonstrative under a hold there in fourth. Then comes Barnstorming next, fifth. Huntball sixth on the outside. Left Unsaid is seventh. Italian Wedding is next. Piano Lunaire. And all together as they head down the back straight now. And the leader is Divine Fortune. In front by 2.5. Gustavian is next. It's 3 now. Back to Demonstrative and Spy in the Sky on the outside. Then comes Barnstorming about 8 off the pace. They come out from behind the trees. Huntball is next on the outside. On the inside is Left Unsaid. As they come to us now through the inner loop for the second time, Divine Fortune still on the lead by 2.5. Gustavian is next, another 2.5. Demonstrative is only about 5 off the pace. Then Spy in the Sky on the outside in fourth. Barnstorming fifth by a head. Then Left Unsaid. Huntball is next. Italian Wedding all together moves up. And Pierre Lunaire is at the back with one more circuit to go. 5 from home in the Grand National. And it is Divine Fortune in front, 2.5. Gustavian stalks the leader there in second. Demonstrative is just about 4 off the pace now. Spy in the Sky up on the outside. Then Huntball there in sixth. Barnstorming seventh on the inside. All together now eighth. Then comes Left Unsaid. In ninth, Italian Wedding, and Pierre Lunaire is the trailer as they head down the back straight the last time. Divine Fortune and Darren Nagel have led every step here as they try to take this Grand National wire to wire. The leader 2.5 to Gustavian. Then comes Barnstorming on the outside. Spy in the Sky. Demonstrative is next, followed by Altogether. Pierre Lunaire is next. Italian Wedding on Left Unsaid as they round the far turn. Divine Fortune, the rider, sitting chilly still as they round the far turn. It is Divine Fortune with the lead by 2.5. Gustavian is in striking distance. Huntball up on the outside there in third. Then comes Barnstorming and Spy in the Sky. And up the hill they come in the Grand National. Divine Fortune trying to steal this one on the front end with Darren Nagel. Divine Fortune as they come to the final jump now in front by 5. Gustavian is next over, then Demonstrative all together on the inside. What a ride here! It's Divine Fortune from Flag Fall to That's All. Darren Nagel up, Gustavian and Demonstrative.
Ladies and gentlemen, down here with the winning jockey and winning trainer, Jonathan Shepherd and Darren Nagel. Let me start with Mr. Shepherd. Mr. Shepherd, there's not a racing day goes by when you don't cease to amaze me. 10-year-old here, what a great training performance and what a great performance by the horse.
Well, you can't go without the horse, you got that part right. He is a lovely horse. He was due a big one. He's been knocking at the door in several of them, and it was great to get it done here in such a prestigious race, and Darren gave him a great ride, and it all came together on the day, so we're very, very grateful.
And you were very modest. Darren, I have to say, that was a riding masterpiece. You did things in front that a lot of people would miss. You gave him a breather, you stretched him out, gave him another breather. Fantastic ride. Tell us about it.
Yeah, just like Mr. Shepherd said, you can't do it without the horse. He's an amazing animal. Fair play to everybody at the farm that works on him every day. Keeping an old horse like him, he's been on the go a very long time. keeping him sweet and keeping him healthy and sound, and ready for days like this. He was absolutely amazing. I was just a passenger, really. I was happy to go in front as long as I could slow it down, which I did. The old horse was taking a fair old tug with me, which I was kind of surprised at, but I was trying to get breathers where I could. He's such an amazing jumper. You can get very brave on him and just ask him to do anything you want. He was doing it all himself. I didn't even have to ask him. When horses ran up behind him, he just kicked on. He put his ears back and ran on. He flew up the hill. Probably the little bit quicker ground here today helped him get up it a bit better than last year, and he galloped to the line, and couldn't pull him up until I had to run him into the fence. So fair play to the horse. He's a beautiful animal. If you saw him at the farm, he's just like any normal horse. Nothing flash about him. He's just a big, lovely, genuine old horse, and thanks to him for today, really.
And they're off. From the outside, Skudik for the early lead. Outplaying his next. Cry Vengeance to the inside. Then Mr. Lickety, followed by Street Credit. Class Cherokee is next. Then Run to Class all the way Jose. Last of the bare feet. Class Fuss is 10th. As they head to the second of 11 national fences. Cry Vengeance on the inside has the lead by a head. Outplaying his next, a gap of a length and a half. Class Cherokee is next. Mr. Lickety fifth along the inside. Street Credit in sixth. Run to Class next is seventh. Skudik is next. All the way Jose on the inside, followed by Class Fuss in ninth. And last of the bare feet is the back marker as they head down the back straight for the first time. And the leader is Cry Vengeance. Heads apart with Outplaying. Class Cherokee under a hold there in third. Mr. Lickety fourth along the inside, and Street Credit fifth. Run to Class is next. Skudik, Class Fuss, 4 lengths. All the way Jose, and last of the bare feet is 10th. As they round the far turn and come to the top of the inner straight. Cry Vengeance has the lead by a head. Outplaying on the outside. Wide there in the yellow is Class Cherokee as they turn into the straight. Run to Class is next, and Street Credit is now fifth. Class Fuss on the inside, then Skudik all the way Jose. The back marker last of the bare feet as they come by us the second time now. And 5 fences from home. Cry Vengeance and Outplaying there, right there, lapped on. As they jump that fence, Class Cherokee there in third. Mr. Lickety the inside. He is next, followed by Run to Class on the inside. Then comes Skudik. Street Credit is next. Class Fuss moves up along the inside. 2.5 all the way Jose. Last of the bare feet. He is 10th as they head down the back straight, and these two continue heads apart on the front end. To the inside, Cry Vengeance. Outplaying on the outside is right there. 3 back to Mr. Lickety. They're in third by a head. Class Cherokee, 5 off the pace. He is next. Then Run to Class on the inside. Class Fuss. Then Skudik, 2.5. Street Credit. A gap of 8 now. All the way, Jose. And last of the bare feet as they head for the far turn now, and these two still tooth and nail at it on the front end. On the inside is Cry to Vengeance. Class Cherokee joins them on the outside. Outplaying is there between them. Run to Class is next. Mr. Lickety and Skudik on the outside as they come up the hill now to the 11th and final. And Cry to Vengeance on the inside. Class Cherokee in the gold colors comes on. Run to Class is next, and Skudik on the outside as they come to the final. Cry Vengeance on the inside. Class Cherokee is next. On the outside, Skudik is next. Here comes Skudik flying on the outside. Sean Flanagan up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm down here with winning rider Sean Flanagan. Sean, that was a great ride, an exciting race.
Yeah, like he's only 3, it's only his first start over hurdles, and he was very, very green, and I kind of gave him every chance throughout the race, and I jumped to second last, and he started to pick up, and I got a really good jump at the last, and it was kind of all set from there.
Is up there. You see on the Jumbotron. Last orders from starter Barry Watson, and he sends them off in the New Jersey Hunt Cup. Another After You Alphonse start. And let's see what happens as they come out of the trees here. So, Chessboard elects to take the lead. Chessboard for the early lead. As they come towards us now for the first of 20 fences, and there was a faller at that fence. I believe it was number 10, Brave Prospect, was a faller as they come to us now for the first of 4 times. Chessboard has the lead now. Classy Rascal into second. The entry now with the 2 white colors. You have Self-Made Man there in third, and here comes Badness fourth. It's a gap of about 9 lengths now. Back to Cornhusker next in fifth. Port Moresby is sixth, and then comes Sear next in seventh, and J. Alfred Prufrock is next. Then comes Farndale as they turn and head to the back straight for the first time. It is Classy Rascal with the lead by about 2 lengths. Self-Made Man there in second. It's about 6 lengths back to Chessboard, who's settled back into third, and then Here Comes Badness next, racing in fourth. 2 lengths back to Cornhusker, then Port Moresby, Farndale to the outside, followed by Sear, and 4 more lengths is J. Alfred Prufrock. As they head down the back straight. Pretty quick pace here for these timber runners as they head to the far turn, with Chessboard on the lead by 4 lengths. Classy Rascal is next. And it's a gap of 2 lengths now. Back to Here Comes Badness, and Self-Made Man is next. 2.5 now. Back to Cornhusker, then comes Port Moresby. Farndale on the outside. Sear is next. And J. Alfred Prufrock as they come to us now for the second of 4 times. 20 fences in this New Jersey Hunt Cup, and the leader is Chessboard by 3 lengths. Then comes Classy Rascal there in second. It's 2.5 lengths back now to Self-Made Man, and here comes Badness. 3 more. Back to Cornhusker next. Then Port Moresby, Farndale, Sear is next. And J. Alfred, Proof Rock, as they make their way into the turn. And to the back straight for the 3rd time. Chessboard is your leader in front by 2.5. Classy Rascal is next. And then comes Here Comes Badness. They're in 3rd. 3 lengths back, Self-Made Man is 4th, and Cornhusker about 8 off the lead, now 5th. Port Moresby is next. Then Farndale, Sear. The back marker, far back now, J. Alfred, Proof Rock, as they go down the back straight for the 3rd time. And Chessboard has the lead by 2 lengths, with Classy Rascal maintaining the 2nd spot. Here Comes Badness next, and 5 lengths back, Self-Made Man. Then 3 to Port Moresby. Cornhusker next. And Farndale unseated his rider at that jump. Then comes Sear. J. Alfred Prufok is next. As they come to this fence for the 3rd time at the top of the straight. It is Chessboard in front by 2.5. Classy Rascal to the outside is next. Then Here Comes Badness. Self-Made Man in 4th. Cornhusker is next, in Port Moresby to the inside. Then comes Sear and J. Alfred Prufrock. One more circuit to go in the New Jersey Hunt Cup. And Willie McCarthy gently tugs there at Chessboard. Classy Rascal is next. On the inside, Here Comes Badness, and 3 lengths back is Self-Made Man in 4th. Then comes Cornhusker next. Port Moresby to the inside, followed by Sear and J. Alfred Prufrock as they head to the back straight for the final time. 5 from home in the New Jersey Hunt Cup, and Chessboard is led for some 2.5 miles and has the lead as they head down the back straight for the final time. It's 2.5 now. Back to Here Comes Badness, still in striking range. 5 more to Classy Rascal. And Self-Made Man with Richard Boucher moves up as well and down the back straight. It is still Chessboard with the lead. Willie McCarthy nudging that well along there, 2.5 to Here Comes Badness. 6 more, Self-Made Man. Port Moresby to the outside is next. Then comes Classy Rascal, 2.5. Cornhusker next, and Sear as they head now to the far turn, and Chessboard opens up about 5 now as they round the far turn. Behind the trees momentarily, Chessboard has the lead, but Here Comes Badness now begins to close the gap. Here Comes Badness has the lead now as they come to the top of the straight. And 2 from home now in the Hunt Cup. Here Comes Badness. Port Moresby, orange colors flying to the outside, but Chessboard is still there on the inside. And it's a gap of 3 now. Sear gains. Here they come now to the 20th and final. Chessboard still has the lead, 5 lengths back. Here Comes Badness. Cornhusker on the inside, and Sear. It is Chessboard all the way home for Willie McCarthy in the New Jersey Hunt Cup.
And the results of the New Jersey Hunt Cup are official.
Ladies and gentlemen, down here with winning rider Willie McCarthy. Willie, the trials and tribulations in the life of a jump jockey. What a mixed day you've had, but it ended well.
Yeah, I came here today with 6 nice rides, and just from the first race, my filly didn't start, and just things were going wrong for me all day. My horse ran very well in the Grand National, and picked up a little bit after that, and I just went out there in the frame of mind. I was like, I'm not leaving here without doing something right today.
And I have to say, a miraculous recovery. I thought you were gone 2 different times in a split second.
Yeah, he was, a little bit, and obviously maybe is the word you'd use, just a little bit green at a couple of his fences. I honestly think that he was looking at the crowd a couple of times and that, and just took his eye off a couple of jumps, and we got the partnership going then, and got it up and going, and gave him a couple of reminders and that, and he picked up and went on, and he came down over the last 2 fences at a high speed, and we met him on a long stride, so he didn't have time to think, and we kept going. I kept pumping him down there, and only for that I think the other horses would have probably got up and come by him. So he pulled out for me at the last 2 jumps, and when it was most needed, so I was very pleased with him.
Brilliant. Well, a great ride, Willie, and a nice end to a wonderful day. And what a day we have here at Far Hills, and the ground was perfect. Everything went well.
Yeah, it's my first time here at Far Hills. I know it's been soft here in previous years, but it's a beautiful place here to ride. The ground and the course was in pristine condition, and hats off to the people that organised and put it all together. They did a great job.